Hi guys, happy Monday. This is Mary Fulton with Mary Fulton Fit, and it is the end of the night, and it's been such a crazy busy day, and I was like, we gotta do Monday motivation. So I'm hoping you guys are gonna join me tonight. Let's see if we can get some friends on here. Anybody out there? Come on, friends. Somebody join me. Let's see if I can get somebody out there to join my live video today. Is everybody asleep? Let's go. Trying to get some of you guys to join me. Oh, good. We got 3 friends. 3 friends is perfect. So guys, tonight, Monday motivation, I am focusing our online challenge. So the challenge today is for us to concentrate on one thing. So I'm going to give you a couple steps today to help you. So if you want to get a pen and paper, I can also copy and paste this after my video just to help you think a little bit. So I told you guys that I went through a little bit of training, and I'm doing another app training right now. And so today's challenge was to take back your power. Hi, how are you? Look, I'm in my bathing suit because I decided to take a rest time over here. This is where I lay out, and I was like, now that I'm working and then I come home and I work more, I'm never going to get to lay out again. I got spoiled during quarantine. So let's take back our power. So society gets really busy, right? And we get really stuck in reactive mode, right? And we let schedules and things dictate what we want for life, right? So the kids have to go to practice. I gotta go to work. Your spouse has to go to work, or there's something else going on. There's another party, and so it's easy. Am I in my bikini? Yes, I am, Sharice. Just my bikini. You can't see anything else, okay? I got a towel on. You're making me laugh. So anyways, so all of these things dictate and sometimes can get us into this cycle. Raise your hand, give me a heart, or put yes in the chat box if you have ever felt like you have not really any control of your schedule because sports, work, and all of these other activities are dictating what you're doing. And so at the end of the day, you're tired, and you haven't even gotten to figure out what you really wanted and what your goals are. And maybe you're sitting thinking, I'm not really feeling happy with my life and what's going on. And so that's kind of why I am coming to you tonight, because I felt that very much. I know that during quarantine we had some time to kind of sit back and be a little bit quiet, and all the things kind of stopped. But now things are starting to rev back up again, and we're going to go back into our cycles of, getting into our sports and our work and letting things kind of take over. And so I thought it would be really great to bring up a couple tips for you guys tonight. So, number 1, concentrate on one thing. What kind of goals do you have out there right now? We're all trying to focus on some type of goal, whether it's financial freedom, success, family, or a relationship. Type in right now something in the chat box that you want to focus on. Just throw one out there. You don't need to be super specific, but it could be something like my finances, my health, my relationship. Go ahead and throw them in the chat box and interact with me. I'm outside today. We got to interact. So the one thing that I'm learning is that being a jack of all trades and an expert at none happens a lot. And for me, I like to do a lot of things and fill my plate up really full, and then I end up not satisfied because I'm being pulled in so many directions that I don't even remember what my goal was. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about concentrating on one thing. Can you concentrate on one thing? Send me a heart if you're really good at concentrating on one thing. Come on. Or a thumbs up. Come on, Pete. Send me something. So concentrating on one thing. So what changes your life is not learning more, but making decisions using your personal power and taking action. So we can learn a lot of information, but never put it into practice, right? We can go to school, but then not actually use those things or those tools. We could learn a lot about whatever, even the Bible, but then not even put it into practice or even use it in our life, right? And so the ability to act is where the power is. Of course, knowledge is power if you do something with it, right? Just like strength is power if you use it as well. But the ability to act is where the power comes in. So I want to bring that power come to you. And so how do we do that? Well, we all know that, like, if you plant a seed and you water it and you take care of it every day, what's going to happen with the plant? It's going to grow, you're going to weed around it, you're going to protect it, it's going to grow beautiful, and you're going to have an amazing plant. So since we know these simple truths, why is it so hard for us to do it in our own personal lives? And I'm speaking for myself, okay? So us, not you, us. So by making small little daily changes and making one little step every day, it's going to transform the quality of your life. So if, say, you want to, let's just take, for example, you want to work on your health, right? So if every day we concentrate on that and we have that as our focus, then we say, okay, we start to organize our life around our health. So my outcome is my health, so I'm going to make those small little steps to eat healthier and move better. I'm going to make a workout plan and all of these things, right? And all the plans are great, but it's the state of mind that has to happen first, because it's doing it that's going to happen. I could have a lot of plans and not put them into action, right? So the act is power. So concentrating the power of your focus, all right? So I want everybody to choose what you're going to focus on. Okay, I'm going to focus on better eating. Awesome. Being positive no matter what comes your way. I love that, Maggie. Okay, so great. So you guys shared some. Anybody else, please share them. I love it. It's very interactive. It's very helpful, because then we can pull from everybody's little stories here. So, all right, so here we go. Whatever you focus on is what you manifest. I'm going to say it again. Whatever you focus on is what you manifest. So if you're putting all of your time into something that is not healthy or good for you, we're going to manifest something that's not healthy or good for you, right? Like an unhealthy relationship, or an unhealthy work situation, or a job, right? Maybe it takes up too much of your time away from your family. And so whatever you focus on is what you're going to manifest. So when you're growing those plants, here's my plants over here. I'm not that great of a gardener, hence the plants. But so I don't take too much good care of them, so we're not seeing much fruit. But that's kind of where it is. So let's talk about the 4 steps. So there's 4 steps I'm going to help you with today, okay? And I'm going to dig deeper into these steps on Monday Motivation. So if you come back, then you'll get to see some more. So number 1, know your outcome. Let me say it again. Know your outcome. Write this down. Clarity is power. So know your outcome in any situation. So what is your focus, right? So focus on your target. Example, some people like to do a vision board, right? Have you ever done a vision board? Anybody out there? Send me a thumbs up. Or maybe a bucket list of some sort. Or maybe you have a plan for what you want for your family or your life. I don't know. Or maybe you don't plan. You just think about it. And we say someday, or I hope. Well, someday usually turns into no day. And it's just a wish or just a hope. But so what I want to teach you is that we do have the power, and if we act on it, we can actually make these things come true that we dream about, that we hope for a really good relationship, for good finances, for lots of different things. And so this is all the stuff that I'm learning right now, and I'm trying to put it into practice in my life. So I am not a guru. Tony Robbins is. But he's not perfect either, so he makes mistakes, and he's made tons. And that's what he says a lot. He's like, if you've made mistakes, then you're on the right road. You're not making any mistakes, and you're playing it safe, and you're not trying to take any challenges on and take your life to the place that you'd really like to be. So listen to this. I really like this. It says, even when you're going to your friend's house, if you mentally think about what your outcome is, so why are you going to your friend's house? Oh, I want to spend time with them, and I miss them, or I want to serve them, I want to hear their story, they're going through something. Isn't that so simple? But do you do that in your life? I don't normally do that. I just maybe get excited. I'm like, I'm going to spend time with my friend. But if you purposely set out an outcome to why you're going to your friend's house, then you're going to be super focused on that when you're with them. And what a blessing that you can be to your friends, right? If they're in a time of need, you're there for them to help them through a hard time. Or you're there for them, they just had a baby, you're going to go save them. And what a beautiful way to serve your friend, and what a beautiful way to think in your mind. And so you don't have to have everything super structured, but if you come home and you know that, I'm going to spend this time on my work, and then I'm going to go spend this specific time with my kids, because the outcome is quality time. Are you bringing me something? Here comes my little guy. Oh, you guys, this is live. Let's show him. He lost his tooth. Get close. Oh, look, he lost his tooth. You see it? Oh my gosh, can we see it? You guys are witnessing a very special moment. It's the second front tooth. Check it out. Oh, yes. Oh, buddy. Okay, take it inside your grandma to put in the bag.
When I can't see, like, hurts.
It hurts your lips.
Yeah.
His tooth hurts.
Right.
Oh, you just witnessed the second front tooth coming out. So let's give them hearts and cheers. Yay, Clippy! And the tooth fairy's coming tonight, babe. Coming tonight. So taking that time to focus in on your situation, okay? So being clear and your focus. What is your outcome? And this is a really loaded question. So if you are starting a business, you might not know what your outcome is. You might really need to sit and do a big plan, okay? Number 2, use it and take action. So that's it. Take your outcome, decide it, and then start to take action. So Cherise up here said she wants to do better eating habits. Okay, action. Let's throw out some action steps for Cherise. Can you guys think of anything? Quick tip. What's something that she can do for better eating habits? Journaling. Boom. That's something she can do. Drinking extra water. Boom. Done. How about getting some knowledge? Reading a little bit on some healthy eating. Boom. Hiring Mary Fulton as her trainer. Boom. Just kidding. I'm just messing with it. Okay, so, and remembering not to settle. So it's going to be hard. If you are trying to change something, or a relationship, or your business, it's not going to be easy. You're going to make mistakes, and it's going to be difficult, and it's just like weightlifting. Here's a good example. If you start, it's like building a muscle. You go to the weight room, you try to put the big squat bar on, you can barely do one squat, but you come back every day, you do it over and over again. What happens to that muscle? That muscle grows, right? It's like your state of mind grows, right? And then you're able to do more, and what was your workout is now your warm-up. And that's just like it is with many other things, you know? What did you say? Okay, I said I didn't want to cook for the next couple days because I'll be teleworking. I love how she's throwing in some of those. Okay, and then, okay, perfect. So that's step 2. So number 1, know your outcome. Number 2, take action. And number 3, notice what you're getting from your action. So I'm just going to take Cherise's healthy eating. Say Cherise decides to do keto. She does it for like a month. She loses 1 pound. She's not feeling so good either. And it was really hard for her. What should she do? Should she give up and stop her healthy eating? No. Her state of mind is there. Her goal is there. But now we just need to change her strategy. The keto diet's not working for her. So let's say another month goes by and she finally finds one. She does the 21-day fix and it works for her. It's balanced. She can figure out her portion. She's feeling really good. And now she's lost 5 pounds. So she analyzes and says, okay, the keto didn't work for me. The 21-day fix works for me. Okay, or maybe she's still not happy. She needs to adjust again. So it's about adjusting and learning. It's not about just trying one thing. It's usually not. Think about all these successful people who had to do all kinds of different things to create their experiments. Think about the light bulb, right? It's not going to take one time. It's going to take many, many times, and not giving up and believing and taking action, right? And really wanting it. And then, so number 3, and be flexible with yourself and be honest with yourself when you're evaluating it. And then number 4 is basically keep trying until you succeed. That's it. Don't give up. Keep going and stay focused. So those are the 4 tips. Number 1, concentrate on one thing. That's just our title today. And then you're going to know your outcome and use it and take action. Number 3, notice what you're getting from your action, so be paying attention. And then number 4, keep trying until you succeed. And that's it. It sounds really easy. It's not. It's not going to be easy. But you can either choose to stay where you are right now, or try something new, make some change, get through some challenges, grow, and become that person that you really want to become, that story that you really want to become. And that's it. It's up to you. But it's all in action and in power. So the power is in your actions, not in your words, not in all the books you read, but it's actually putting it into place. And that's how it happened. Just like Cliff. He just, kept wiggling that tooth, and what happened? And now he's whistling. Now
can
he's got to
whistle
whistle.
better.
Success. He's going to get money from the tooth fairy. So it just goes to show you that if you keep acting, you're going to get to your goal. And here I am, almost at 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. And it's taken hard work, and I'm still pushing and trying. I even got injured in this time, which totally stinks. So I could have decided that, you know what, forget it. I'm just not going to try anymore because I'm hurt and everybody's going to leave me. But I didn't. I was like, I'm still here, guys. I'm going to go on live. I'm going to keep pushing through. I'm still injured, but I'm going to still power through. I started my job again. I'm still here with you guys because I want this to happen. I want Mary Fulton Fit to grow into something that I can't even imagine. So I just want to encourage you guys to stay the road. Challenges are going to happen. You're going to go through things, and you just got to push through. So I'm super excited to hear. What do you guys think? So here's my call to action right now. There's 7 of you on here. Come on, throw it out to me. What do you want? So what do you want your life? What in your life do you want to change? Come on, just be honest with me. What do you want to change? I have a couple things I want to change. What do you want to change? Share them with me. And you can put your relationship, food habits. We got Sharice, she's going to do her eating. We've got, okay, Robin is feeling like she wants to focus on being radiant. Ooh, I love it. Okay, just feeling radiant and wanting others to see Jesus in your life. I love that, Robin. That is better than any abs or any other outside beauty, because the inner beauty is what really comes out in the end, right? Because we're all going to age and we're all going to change, and we're not going to be that perfect thing that we wanted to be. But as long as we're growing our soul and our strength, that's beautiful. Robin, thank you for sharing. You want to cook for the next couple of days, Maggie? I love it. You made 3 meals. Perfect. So you're focusing on your eating. Awesome. Anybody else want to share? Anything? So before you go, throw it out there. Relationships, business, finances. Maybe you want to get a hold of your finances, get out of debt. Maybe your kids. You know, guys, I used to let circumstances define me and let it be like, well, that's just what it is. And I've turned a new leaf. I don't know if it's turning 40 or just learning new things, but I'm trying to look at life very differently and say to myself, I've always pushed through hard times. Like since my dad died, I had to just push through everything. Didn't whine about it, just did it. But there were a lot of times where I think, well, you know what, that's just not meant for me. I'm never going to be able to be that. That's for those people. And I'm not thinking like that anymore. I'm going to go for it. And if it happens, it happens. But I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to stop saying no. And I want to teach that to my children so that they know that if they really want something, whether they were born with it or not, if they really want something, they can work for it. And they can get there. And there's power in action. So go out there and do, and stop wishing and hoping and start doing. And that's what I'm trying to do in my life. Make a lot of big bulldozer changes over here. In my heart, in my mind, in my soul. And make some changes. So hope you guys feel encouraged tonight. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, I will be on at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. And then be doing a motivation at the Tasty Tuesday at some point. Not sure yet what time. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Please share. Get me to 5,000. Bye.